Matthew Kochman, 23 years old.
Great. And what are you doing to solve today's problems? Where did you get to? How did you get to where you are today? Basically, what's your story and what are you doing right now?
Well, I'm basically on the mission to make safe transportation for students as convenient as possible. And this was a problem I noticed as a student at Cornell, where safe transportation just wasn't either the most convenient or the most available form of transportation, which would lead to, some staggering drinking and driving statistics, lead to female students walking home by themselves at 3 a.m. from the library, which led to some other, sexual assaults and potential rapes and stuff like that. So I just saw it as a problem, and I wanted to solve that, make it easier for students to get home safely. So we came up with the M.E.S.S prepaid taxi account concept, which is basically exactly like a meal plan, a college meal plan, where parents can pre-deposit a set amount of funds onto an account, and then students will have access to these funds directly through their cell phone. So all they would need to do, if they're a registered customer, is get in the cab, take the cab, and then text our system how much the cab ride costs, and we'll automatically debit their account for them. So it's a mobile SMS payment platform that links directly into payments of taxis.
Great. And was this something that inspired you to do this? Was it like a moment you knew, or was it more of a gradual thing, seeing all the issues with drunk driving and stuff?
There was a moment when it kind of clicked, where I was like, I want to do something. The current iteration of what it is, this prepaid taxi account and the SMS-based payment, that took over 2 years to evolve. And it's evolved tremendously in that time. And, it's a testament to how rough an idea can be in the beginning stages. But if you just keep at it, you're persistent, and you're flexible and able to iterate and be agile, so something, wonderful can materialize. Great.
What are some ways that you've kind of broken traditional stereotypes or worked across traditional boundaries in the work that you've been doing?
Well, one of the first boundaries that I encountered when I first started up, I was a junior at Cornell, and basically I ran into some regulatory issues with the city of Ithaca, and that could have easily just been a killer and disincentivized me to move forward. But I actually kind of grabbed the bull by the horns and just I figured that there was a policy change that needed to be made. There's no reason that what I was doing should be considered illegal. So I ended up pitching in front of the city council, and it took 3 months, but I ended up getting a new law instated amended in the city code, and that was just a great experience, great feeling knowing that you can actually kind of create change, just by going after it.
Yeah, definitely. You've done that. Cool. What are some of the challenges that you see facing young people kind of in the 15 to 24-year-old category today?
Well, being stereotyped as the millennial generation, being lazy and not hardworking. People just go to town on us, on the millennials, constantly, and just writing about how awful of a generation we are. But the truth is, we're going to have to break out of that stereotype and prove everybody wrong. Because if you talk to any millennials, they'll tell you, we just do it our own way. We're not going to kind of adhere to traditional views of what a working day is and stuff like that. So it's about, for us, breaking through those kind of stereotypes and proving that we can bring some extraordinary value in just very different ways.
And, you saw a problem and you thought, I need to fix it. But a lot of young people, it's hard to do that. What advice do you have for a young person who wants to get more involved in their community?
What advice do I have for a young person who wants to get more involved in their community?
Or in anything, just get more involved.
Well, just kind of, I would say first step is figure out what you want to do. Goal setting is probably one of the most important things you can do is like figure out what it is that you want to accomplish, that you want to be involved in. Just saying you want to be involved is not a goal. That's not anything that's executable. So what you need to do is figure out what it is that you want to be involved in, and then just finding it and doing it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Setting the goal will really be the impetus for the execution that follows. So, there's a lot of resources out there. I mean, Do Something is a terrific one. And that was integral in kind of piquing my interest. But yeah, I would say that it's more about the development of the goal rather than the actual execution, because you're not going to be able to execute on a goal that you don't have.